beyond the dawn and into the darkest day of horror the world has ever known. Day of the Dead.
What is going on? Happy Sunday, everybody. It's good to see you. Now, yesterday I promised that I would have an unboxing and a review of the new 4K UHD Screen Factory release of George A. Romero's Day of the Dead. Well, yeah, I'm going to get to that. First, let's go back a little bit. In 1985, when it came out, I used to go see movies at the theater with my mom all the time. All the way from about the time I was about 7 in 1980 with the original Friday the 13th. I've seen Friday the 13th with her all the way up until like 5th or 6th. And you know, we've seen a lot of films. Well, when in 1985, when Day of the Dead came out, you know, we went to go up and see it, and they would not let me in to see this, even though I was with my mom. You know, of course she was over 18 and all. Still, they would not allow you to come in to see it because of the gore and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't get to see it until it came out on VHS. So let me start with that. And that VHS, I can't remember which edition it was, but this one came out in 1988. Here's the first edition that I can remember. I think there might have been another one. But this came out in 1988. This is the hardbox edition. This is the Anchor Bay. After that, wait a minute. That's right. This is the one that came out in 88. This is the one I remember. Yes, this is the one. That's 1988, and that's Video Treasures. Now, here's the Anchor Bay hardbox edition of Day of the Dead. A few years later, they brought these out. Here's the Anchor Bay, and it's got all the different, you know, all the different kind of stuff like that where you can get in there. Really cool edition. Probably the coolest edition they had for years. It's got the little thing in there, chapter selection, where you get the pad and all the different kind of stuff in there. Where it's got basically all of Dr. Frankenstein's little things there, where what he's doing with soldiers, making them into zombies and all. And then the Midnight Classics and Couch Media came out. I think it's Couch, yeah. Couch Media came out with this Midnight edition, and this is a really cool edition too. It's got a nice hard box. See, really nice hard box there. Nice artwork on it. And it's got a couple discs there, and that's just DVD. Then little time, you know, went by, and then you had Screen Factory in 2013, early when Screen Factory was really kicking some ass. They came out with these editions. Here is the Blu-ray edition, or the DVD edition of it. And then here is the long sought after Blu-ray with the slipcover edition of it. You got that artwork, and then of course you got the original theatrical poster artwork of it. Then an edition I got not too long ago was the Japanese edition. I do believe it's the Japanese edition. It's a Region A Japanese edition, and it's a really nice one. It's got a nice lenticular cover here. You know, you got lots of different things with it, lots of bells and whistles with it. But that's not what we're here to talk about. That is a really nice edition. What we're talking about is, now I went ahead and unboxed without you. Forgive me, I forgot. I just wanted to unbox and check it out and watch it. Well, I did. And here it is. This is Screen Factory's newest release. This is the 4K UHD edition with all the Dolby Atmos and all that kind of stuff edition of Day of the Dead. And I'd say that it's a really nice one. We go through first. You got all right. This one here is your basic. Here's your basic VHS artwork, and you know, some alternate poster artwork. Some old one. And this has disc 3 and disc 4, some special features and all that kind of stuff on it. We start with special features. Great special features. You got new special features. You got interview with Laurie Cardell, of course. You know, Bill Cardell from original Night of the Living Dead, his daughter. Assistant Tom Savini. You got Rick Nicotero in there. You have the composer that does the score, John Harrison, which is also the Screwdriver Zombie from Dawn of the Dead. Founder of the George A. Romero Foundation, Suzanne Romero. You got actor John Amplis, which played Martin, of course. Second unit cameraman Ernest Dickerson. And you also got his daughter Tina Romero, which is coming out with Queens of the Living Dead, which is, she's doing her own take on her dad's stuff. Some more new features that was not on the previous one was Monster Mania, Restoring Day of the Dead documentary. This is very cool. New Stink of the Dead featurette, which is brand new. Which is an underground look into the Day of the Dead mines. Behind the scenes footage from special makeup artist Tom Savini's archives. One from Mine promotional video. New photo gallery, theatrical trailers, TV spots, and more. You got all that kind of stuff. Alright, now this. Here's where you got the films. This one is the 4K UHD feature film, which is a 4K restoration from the Inner Positive, presented in Dolby Vision, which I have to say is very nice, very nice. But I'll get to that in a minute. New Dolby Atmos 5.1 surround sound, which I'll get to that too. 2.0 dual mono, isolated score, effects, audio tracks, new audio commentary with author Daniel Krause and film critic Drew McQueenie. Audio commentary with director-writer George A. Romero, special makeup effects artist Tom Savini, production designer Cletus Anderson, and actors Lori Cardell. This too, you also have a brand new 4K restoration on it. From the Inner Positive, of course. And of course, new Dolby Atmos 5.1 surround, 2.0 dual audio, isolated score effects, all that same stuff, basically. Okay, let me get to it. The effects are fantastic. Well, not the effects, but all the new stuff and all the new features are fantastic. They're all really great. And some else you're getting here is you're getting some art cards. You're getting some kick-ass art cards. You're getting a bunch of different ones here. I could probably show them to you real quick. Get back in here. Before I get into this, let me show you. See there. You got Bob. You got Romero with that famous picture amongst the zombies. There's Rhodes being threatening as usual. There's them three heading toward the helicopter. We got Tom Savini. I didn't know that until here lately. That is actually Tom Savini made up there. Tom Savini is Dr. Tom. It's fantastic. I love finding that. Here's where they are. Yeah, getting lowered down in there. When they get lowered down in, there's choke on them. But now this, I do not remember this, man. Does anybody remember that? I do not remember that particular thing. But anyway, there it is, and I've seen it many a times. There's the couple, the ones that you get are a couple there. You can tell that they used to be a couple and that they carry over those feelings, right? Right there, you get him, but this is the scene that holds that high screeching, he pulls it apart, and it's just, which I think was an accident that happened, but it's so effective. He pulls it apart, and it's that really high-pitched screech, which I think is fucking awesome. And then there's, toward the beginning part there, when she's looking at the calendar at the very beginning of the film. And then there's Bub once again saying, fuck you. But, yeah, now let me get to it. The sound transfer. The Dolby Atmos, I think suffers at times. There's times when it's really good, but there's other times when it's not so good. I've heard better Dolby Atmos. It's not, it kind of cuts out. It's louder sometimes than it is other times, things like that. So, I'll give the Dolby Atmos a 7 out of 10, maybe. As far as the scene goes, as far as the video goes, the video is really nice. I'd give it probably 8.5, 9 out of 10. The Blu-ray edition, to me, that 4K transfer is just about as damn good as the 4K itself, 4K disc itself. I've seen better 4K. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And I don't think, because if you remember correctly, this edition right here looked fantastic. I don't see that much of a jump. But where your money is going to be is where you get a lot of this, the new editions and stuff. You know, a lot of the new features and things like that. But all in all, it looks great. I give the total thing, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10 total. But you also get this hard box here. Nice. Street Fighter Mint should have been doing this the whole time. Another thing I don't care for is this is not a J card. You know, I prefer to have a picture on the back, some cool new artwork or something on the back of it instead of it being actually on the box. More like, say, what Arrow will do, or what Second Sight will do. I prefer that. But all in all, and as far as the packaging goes, you know, the picture right there, it's not bad either. But you know, all in all, I give this new release of Day of the Dead, I'd say I give it an 8.5 out of 10 altogether. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The only thing I really have a complaint about is the Dolby Atmos. Now it has a, let me see, what is that there? It's a laser disc. It's the, you get some laser disc audio. You get a laser disc audio track that I haven't got a chance to check out yet. So if you have this and you haven't checked it out, definitely check the laser disc audio out. I'm going to check this out soon. I didn't get a really chance last night. I was tired, so I crashed out. But yeah, that's you know, that's basically my review on it. I don't see that much of an upgrade from the 2013 Blu-ray. I mean, it retains its fuzz. You know, it retains that great Romero, you know, that great Romero fuzz, that static, you know, that greatness there. So they didn't clean it up too much. You know what I mean? They cleaned it up nice, and it is sharp. Now, when they're in the mines, and you get, you know, some of the darkness, you know, where you couldn't see certain things before, they did brighten that up. So now that I think about that, I'll bump that up to a 9. Yeah, okay. For the 4K and the brightness of the UHD, I will give that a 9. Okay, so but the audio all around, I give that an 8 total, about an 8 total. I'll be nice to give that about an 8 total. Dolby Atmos. But the Atmos wasn't all that, you know, it didn't do a whole lot for this. It wasn't necessary. I didn't feel like the Dolby Atmos was necessary for it. But yeah, I just think it did brighten it up, and certain things that you could see in the tunnels and stuff that you couldn't see before. So think about that. I'll bump that up to a 9.5 on that. But that's my review on the new George A. Romero Scream Factory 4K of 4K UHD of his 1985 classic Dawn of the Dead, or Day of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead. Jesus Christ. Day of the Dead. You know, if you get a chance to get this, grab this. John Harrison does a fantastic job on this, man. Fantastic job. And during those parts, you can definitely hear the music really good. But that's it. Everybody take it easy. I will be back soon with my, it looks like in the poll, the Scream Factory is going to win. So, Scream Factory, I haven't done, you know, it's been a while since, it's been like 3 years since I've done a Scream Factory review. Or just showing off my collection. So I will be doing that soon here. A couple hundred of them there to show. So I will be doing that. And I'm right here. Got my Second Sight that I'll probably end up doing first. So everybody take it easy. Definitely, I do recommend going out and grabbing this though. Go out and grab it. Go get it. When I got it, it was only like $42.99 the morning that the pre-order opened. By that afternoon, it was already like $45.99 or some shit. And then I looked over on Amazon, and it was like $53.99. So, you know, it's gotten to the point where it's not just the scalpers that are scalping you or scalping us. It's the companies themselves. So when you go to do a pre-order like that, get the pre-order as early as possible, man. because the same damn company, Groove, went from $42.99 to like $44.99 in like a couple of hours. The very day that it went on pre-order. So don't let them fuck us like this, guys. But keep getting the stuff. Let's keep physical media alive. Much love to you. Catch you next time. Don't forget, I am Goraphobe, and you are not. So have a good one, y'all. Take it easy.
Oh, well, that's all water under the bridge, as I always say. Water under the bridge.